This is just a bunch of dudes, that love golf that all have the same
I
passion.
actually don't golf.
Just restart it.
Never golfed before. Yeah, this is it.
This is it?
Never
We're
golf,
live.
huh? All right.
I don't golf.
All right, so we're live now.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so cool. So, welcome, guys, right? This is going to be a lot of fun. So, I'm Michael Little. That's Drew Lockhart, Tyler Wax, Anthony Sebastianelli. Did I say that?
You get that right, yeah. And he definitely can't spell it, but at least he can pronounce
Not
it.
Italian. Though, right?
Absolutely, I cannot
Kind of,
spell that.
A little bit more German.
German, right?
Yeah, no way I'm spelling that. So,
No.
So this is the Clubhouse 54 podcast. So, things that we'll be talking about, discussing in this podcast are things that happen in this building in Clubhouse 54. We'll be interviewing guests that share their stories about golf and, what their background is. So we're excited about that. We'll be sharing our own stories as well. Tonight, we're going to all give you a little bit of background on who we are. And where we want this to go. And I'm really excited about that. A little bit about Clubhouse 54. This facility was designed for people to come and enjoy themselves with the best technology that's in the game. We have TrackMan Golf, we have Unicore Golf, and we have Quintic Ball Roll. And we're using all that to help our members and all of our friends get better at golf here. So these guys here, they've been on these devices. They can tell you exactly what they are, what they do, and how it's helped their game and their customers and their members' games as well. So, that's what Clubhouse is about. We host investor meetups, and we get a lot of investors in the building, and we, it's like 30, 40 people, and we all sit there and we talk shop and get to know each other, and it's a great networking opportunity. So we're excited to continue to host those. And this podcast is, going to highlight some of those people that come. And but the main focus of it is to highlight, how golf created something in someone's life. And we all have that story, and we're going to share that all with you. So without further ado, I'm going to just turn this over to Drew Lockhart real quick, and Drew's going to just fill you in on his background.
All right, my name is Drew Lockhart. I am a Southern boy.
We can't tell by the accent.
You can't tell. It gets
that accent's
strong.
pretty
Do
thick.
you have a lip in right now?
I do have a little lipper going in right now. I got into the golf business when I was, I would say, 38. I started playing when I was 19, so I didn't play when I was younger.
How'd you get into it?
I quit my job as an insurance agent and said, you know what, I'm going to go try to become a PGA, professional. I started out at a club down in Philly called JC Melrose as an assistant down there. And then I moved around to another public golf course. And then I got hired by yours truly, Michael Little, at a private club up north of Doylestown, and worked under him for a couple years, and then moved on back to, I would say, the public sector of golf. I am now an assistant pro at a public course locally here. I love golf. I love everything about it. There's not one thing that for me that I don't love about the game. And I love being around people that love the game. It's kind of why I chose to do something like this. But for me, I'm in trying to get my certification. So for me, Michael's certified, you're certified. It's
I'm just in the beginning stages of the PGA.
Okay. Well, look at I'm on actually the PAT tour.
True. Tyler's also certified. All right. Just in other things. All right.
I had no idea.
Am I certified?
You're certified
in what?
In everything.
Probably certified then. Hey,
Tyler's
Melrose
certified
Country Club?
Shanks.
JC Melrose.
Is that Melrose Country Club in outside of Abington?
I guess that's where it's down on in the city.
That's a very good description.
It's down in Cheltenham.
Yeah, not in the city.
Yeah.
He's definitely from the South. Yeah, not in the city.
Where are you from originally?
That was the first course I ever played at.
Really?
Small world.
That is a
Just never
small
met you
world.
before,
Now, Drew,
so-
where are you from, like, originally?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh,
Moved up here 17, 18 years ago with my wife, who has family up here.
Yep.
And I've been here ever since.
so now I have $1 million question though, right? So when I got here, you were blasting rap music. Where'd that disconnect happen?
Well, when you're smothered in country music like you are in Nashville, you find other music to listen to. And, I'm not going to sit here and lie to the audience, to you guys. I'm 44 and I still listen to hip hop music. I listen to country music. I listen to old people music. I listen to jazz.
What's old people music?
Like
I mean,
AC/DC? Or
I
like
If you're
play-
44, isn't anything you listen to old people music?
That was a good one.
Oh man.
But as far as me and golf, it's something that I'm trying to get better at. It's a hard game, and I look forward to our conversations and being able to hear another perspective on how they got into the game and how they continue to get better. Me on the other hand, I'm sitting here trying to pass my playing ability test, and so that I can get into the program and get that all taken care of. And I'll tell you what, that's a struggle. We don't have to talk about it, but it's a struggle.
We're going to talk about it.
I mean, yeah, we're going to talk about that, Drew, because
Because you also are in the perfect place too to like actually get better and pass that PAT.
Yeah.
I mean, just look behind you. I mean, you could spend all day on that machine.
No,
I
doubt.
thought Mike
and
was standing
the-
behind him.
the amount of golf pros and the amount of good golfers that come through this building too. I mean, everyone wants to support you, and that's what's great about golf. They don't even know who you are, but they want to see you succeed.
Right.
And that's the best part about this. And I'm sure that we're going to have hundreds of thousands of listeners that are in the same shoes as you that could share their stories as well and help you get over that hump. I didn't pass it on my first try. I don't know many people that do, regardless of their skill level. So it's whatever we can do, we're going to do to help you and help you get over that hump.
I
Sure.
appreciate that.
Go week
What's
by
that
week.
handicap at?
6 right now.
All right,
Single digits.
dude, it's crazy. Like just the PAT, any golf tournament, like the nerves.
Oh yeah,
It's insane.
it's always my first round is always bad, and my second round is always good.
You finally settle in.
I mean,
Yeah.
what is it at now? What do you have to shoot to pass?
It depends on the course rating, and they add 15 strokes to it, and then divided by 2, 36 holes. So it's usually like 78, 79, something like that. 157 total.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I remember it being somewhere in that like 153 to 158 range when I was taking it as well.
yeah, and I think what they struggle with, and I don't think certain individuals do a good job of this, is picking courses that are not in terrible shape. I've paid so much money to play at courses that they don't care that whether the greens are burned out or the fairways are. That I think that which it says a lot for the PGA. If they want people to be able to pass these things, they should be held at courses that are in good condition.
So it's funny, my second PAT where I passed it was actually at the Bucks Club, and a
Small
funny
world.
story. Yeah, a funny story.
Small world.
Funny story, real
geez.
quick. So I'm on the first hole, and I'm nervous as can be. I'm 25 years old. I'm as nervous as I could be, and I hit my drive out there down the middle, and I have like 150 left, and it's a little wet out. And back in those days, we had the old FootJoy Classics, and they were all leather bottoms. So I go to make a swing at my 9-iron, right? Foot slips out. I shank the ball into the next fairway. The guy playing with me goes, "You're not going to shoot 100 or anything, are you?" I said, "Why is that?" He goes, last time I played this, guy shot 100 and I missed by 1. I went on to shoot 72, 72, and I was the medalist in the event. I look at the guy at the end of the day. I said, "Did you get through this time?" He goes, "No, I didn't." I said, "So I guess it doesn't matter who you're playing with, huh?" Right. I mean, it was just a real shot at me on the first hole. We're all out there together. We're all trying to grind together to try to get through this. It was like one of those moments where it's like totally uncalled for. So, I had to throw a shot at the end of the round there, but it was a little cocky maybe, but you know what? It had to be done.
Well,
he
yeah.
he fired the first shot.
Well, dude, it's also too like
You waited
you know,
36 holes to fire the second.
no, it's. I mean, to be honest though, it's with the PATs, especially as like a PGA professional, anybody that's trying to teach golf or trying to use golf as a living, it's you want to help others. You want to like be supportive of others. You know, like it sucked a couple weeks ago, and you know I shoot 65 and lose to numbnuts over here. But I was the first person to say congratulations. Did I want to? No. But you know, hey, he's my friend, and you're happy for that, and you want to see people succeed like that. So that's, I mean, especially in your PAT, like everybody, it's not like you're trying to play for a first place prize of $1.5 million.
Right.
Well, everyone's a winner. You get through, you're a winner.
You're a winner.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. So
know?
yeah, that's
The interesting thing about
that comment
PAT is
might have been worth it.
well with a PAT. I mean, everyone that's playing in the PAT technically could get through.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Well, even Mike was playing Haverford.
Yeah.
Had what, I don't know, 3-stroke lead on 16.
Oh, and then I threw up. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the
Wait,
point.
whoa,
That's not the point of this.
How'd you end?
I was 2 under going into the 15th hole, and I ended up 3 over for the tournament.
To be fair, the 4 caddy couldn't find his ball, which was pretty bad.
I've been
And he
there.
had to go back to the tee box.
I've been there.
And hit another. So anyway, the point of that is that I forget who won that year, but I'm pretty sure it was a college kid, maybe out of Temple. And Mike was the first one. The kid comes off the green. Mike was the first one over there congratulating him.
No, it wouldn't have been a college player, but it was a kid that just came out of college.
Maybe it's somebody who just finished.
Yeah, it was a younger guy.
It was a kid
that won.
19 years old. You're talking.
Yeah, but I mean, look, locally in Philly PGA here, we're all friends. At the end of the day, someone wins, we're texting that individual. We're making sure that person knows that they did a good job, and that it just makes us work that much harder. To try to get better at the game, and and the competition is real. Philadelphia is a great market for playing golf, and you have to shoot under par to win a golf tournament.
What's that prize?
Not just under par. Jeez, you got
Is that prize 100,000 or $1 million?
100,000.
It's 100,000. Oh, what's the
100
difference?
million. Come
Whatever.
on. We're a bunch of golf pros, man.
Yeah, this isn't the PGA Tour, bro.
Yeah, and second place gets 0.
It's like $5,000 or something.
No, second
it's
place
like
gets $5,000, which is very appreciated.
Dude, $5,000 for playing golf for 2 days.
Isn't it the biggest gap
Not bad.
in first and second place prize on in PGA?
In our events, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely. Yeah, in the local Philly PGA.
I heard it could be a rumor that it was the biggest amateur prize money wise.
Amateur.
I don't think amateurs can.
Amateurs,
Not
play.
amateurs, but as far as PGA professional level, as far as one event.
For a 1 day.
For a 1 day, yeah. From the research that has been done, yeah, it's the largest 1 day payout for a golf pro. That's why a lot of people want to come.
So for
play in
those of
Philly.
you that don't know what the Haverford is too, it's a big event down here. I've never played in it. I won't be able to play in it this year, but next year.
Thank you.
Big tournament. Why? Thank you. That's not very nice. You see this already? Yeah, as he's talking about being a nice guy. Big event down here for all PGA pros. $100,000 first place. It's kind of the. I don't even know how to put it. It's probably the biggest event out of any event down here. Well, it's actually for all PGA pros. That's the one event they all look for.
Well, the event that I always circle on the calendar is always our PGA Professionals Championship. The Philadelphia PGA Championship is that's the biggest event in my opinion. That's our qualifier to get into the National Club Pro. And then we play well on that, then we get into the PGA Championship. So for me, it's 100% would be the our local section championship. But as far as money is concerned, absolutely.
Yeah.
Haverford that's where you're going to see the most pressure. And like Tyler said, I choked. I choked.
I didn't say you choked.
I
You
choked.
said that.
I had it,
To be fair.
and I lost it.
What
But but you know, it's a great event because it really does. It'll show us PGA pros, you know, where that pressure's at, you know,
Yeah.
and what you know, it's closer to feeling like what the guys on tour are going to feel like, right? They're each putt is worth a lot of money, you know, and in that event, each putt's worth a lot of money to us, you know, and we have some other events in the section that are good, you know. We have the Players Championship, we had the Silver Cross last year, you know, those were good events, you know, with big payouts. So you know, the events in Philadelphia are great. I mean, I think our player of the year last year, I mean, he won a lot of
Stick.
money. I mean, yeah, he's not a bad golfer, right? But you know, he won a lot of money. So you know, Philly PGA is doing a great job with that, and you know, I'm excited to continue to play. And I think I'm finally going to get my game together this year, Anthony. So I think I'll add some extra competition
I
to
love how you're looking at me as you say that.
to the newbies in the section. So I'm looking forward to that.
Wow, he's coming after me already. This
Just
But-
so, by the way, I am not an alcoholic, even though I'm the only one sitting here drinking. Everybody's got cups in front of them. I'd pour myself. No, I am not an alcoholic. I just like to have a drink or two from time to time, and so I'm enjoying myself. So please, no comments about the alcohol with me, please. Thank you.
Drew, if it makes you feel any better, I have a Bud Light in here, buddy.
Ugh.
But I only drink that because
We're
of
not a
because of our
sponsor.
buddy Craig
We're not a
Berube. That's the only
sponsor
reason I drink it.
Just say it's a beer, you know.
I think we might need another one.
I think we need High Noon to sponsor us.
But also too, now
Straight
here's now
right out.
this is the best part too, is he talks about, you know, the, you know, last year's, you know, player of the year for the section is, and what are you, a 2-time section player of the year?
3.
No, I'm a 2-time section player of the year, and then I won the assistance player of the year twice. So
yeah, so
take it however you want.
America
Yeah, so-
Player of the Year.
Mike's pretty good.
I'm not that good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I almost beat him once.
Oh gosh,
2 extra holes straight
I
up.
got to save that story for a little bit later.
Tyler can outdrive me.
That's
I mean,
not-
who can't outdrive
that's
me?
not. I was gonna say that's not hard.
But I guarantee no one's hit as many fairways.
False.
That's true. No, I did almost beat him. We went to what, 20 holes?
Like 20, yeah.
20 holes.
Center square.
20 holes. We both piped one down the fairway. I have my approach. I hit like the far right side of the green. Mike, and this was real early in his career, but I don't really care. I say like whatever, I tied him. But he sculls it over the green. And I'm thinking like Happy can 2-putt his way to victory here. Mikey sinks his chip in from like 40 yards off the backside. Just demoralized me.
Did
I
you
lost.
3-putt?
Yeah, I 3-putted.
Mm.
It ruined me.
Oh yeah,
Common
that's-
occurrence.
Yeah. Oh no,
I
that's hey,
3-putt often.
hey, listen, that's
It doesn't take pressure to get me to 3-putt. That's just.
But the pressure was on, so
Yeah.
it's definitely easy.
I like to take my time, enjoy the whole green, you know,
Of
see my
course.
way around.
No,
of course.
absolutely.
So let's move on a little bit. Let's move on to Tyler. Let Tyler give a little bit of his background, you know, how golf's, you know, influenced him a little bit, and go from there.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start. I'm not a pro, amateur all day. I actually didn't start playing until later in life either. Grew up, my grandfather and dad were both very good golfers. My dad was a really good golfer. Wish I listened to him more and learned the game and played the game. Unfortunately didn't until probably college, like senior year of college. I picked up the sticks and just started playing with buddies, going out, and had a really good time. And that summer between
First guy to make the phone mistake.
yeah, it's my brother though. So that summer, obviously you have nothing but time, and I just went over. I was at my dad was a member at Talamore, and I went over to Talamore and just had free range of the short game. Probably one of the nicest short game courses in the area. The short game course is phenomenal there. I was there.
So why are you
6-8
still
hours
bad
a
at
day.
putting?
Oh, I used to be good, and then I don't know. I got real good at everything else.
So Tyler plays right-handed and putts left-handed.
Yeah.
Dude, I know someone like that too.
Yeah, but this is new though. My left-handed putting is lights out. Once I get that lag down, it's going to be a wrap.
It is new. We just found that out. What, like last winter, maybe?
At the end of last year,
Yeah, end of last year, we figured that out.
Yeah.
We're in the shed at
Cool.
my house.
Yeah.
Putting in the shed.
Actually, I don't even have a left-handed putter. I just ordered like a cheap, like $30.
So what do you just take a
$40
ready putter and just
PGX.
flip it backwards?
Well, I did have a blade one, but no, I sufferably putted right-handed.
Do you know what the best part about
Oh,
this is?
jeez.
I'm a co-founder of a putter company, and I didn't give him a putter.
Wow.
You did. You took it back though because you had a demo.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I took it
Yeah.
back. That's right.
That's real nice.
Or it should be like I gave it back. I think we should phrase it.
However you want to look at it. But
So
you don't have a putter from me.
it's true. I bought a $40 putter, PGX putter, just to play around with it and see if I can get my lag putting down to a point where I'm comfortable not 3-putting anymore. I guess I don't know why I wouldn't be comfortable just putting lefty, but no, similar to you, I started real late in life, fell in love with it. That's actually where Mikey and I have known each other since we were kids. Really, we played baseball together growing up. Like
We have a
7,
picture
8
from
years
elementary
old,
school.
yeah.
It's like I think we're in 4th grade, and it's an Earth Day shirt that we're wearing. I mean, we go way
We need
back.
to get
We
this
go
photo.
way back,
We
but, like-
need to get this photo.
We have
Tyler's definitely cuter than I am.
I was pretty adorable.
He still
yeah.
is.
I don't know what happened, but we were friendly, but we weren't super tight in high school. We just kind of ran with different crowds, both of us delinquents in different ways. But like, we ran into each other at a bar. We're probably right when we turned 21, and I don't know how it came up, but I was just like, what are you up to? He's like, oh, I'm in golf school. I'm like, you golf? Boom. Been inseparable ever since then.
Yeah, I mean, you were caddying at Philly Cricket Club at
Yeah.
the time, and I was in college, and I come home from college, and you and your dad go out golfing, and the rest is kind of history from there. I
Yep.
mean, Tyler's dad was a major influence in my career and how I got to the level that I'm at today. I mean, he was the first guy to tell me I was good at golf when I wasn't even good.
Oh, you were good.
And that encouragement was, I mean, unreal. I mean, now I had that from my father as well, but your father loves you, right? So when you start hearing it from the outside
Yeah.
world, it makes you start to think a little bit and gives you that confidence. So I owe a ton of everything that I've ever accomplished in golf to Tyler and his family as well.
Yeah, cool thing is too, my dad, like that. I don't know if you guys know, back in the day, you may know this actually, you're older. So back
The shot's already
But
started.
you know what? I may be older, but I think I may be the youngest looking.
you
out of
got way
everybody,
more
so-
hair and you definitely look younger. So back in the day, when my dad was caddying, you could just like tour pros would go around to local tournaments or wherever they were playing, and people would just go out and caddy. Like the local kids would go out and caddy. So he would go out and shag balls for tour pros. And what he would actually do is they'd be like, all right, I'm going to hit whatever 8-iron, go walk 150 yards out and stand there. And they'd be standing out in the field with a shag bag, and pros would be dropping balls in. So he grew up around the game, was a scratch golfer. Him and my grandfather were back-to-back club champions at White Manor. So they were players, and
they could play.
they knew the game too, and that was the biggest thing. And the first time he ever saw Mikey at Talamore, I remember we were on like probably the 3rd tee box, and Mikey hit a shot, and he just looked over at me and he goes, he's the real deal. He's the real deal, like tour level good. So that, I've never heard him say anything like that before. When he said that to me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn from this kid.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, I think we all know that I'm not at that level, but it's nice to hear that, and it's
You've been putting with me too much. That's why.
putting's a strength of my game.
Now it is. Now it is. You got to get me. There.
I love how you're talking about your strengths to your game and how you drive it so straight. But last time I remember when we were on a scramble team together, when it was 4 of us, and we absolutely need you to hit the fairway. You might have hit the biggest block I've ever seen.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about
That was so bad.
that's right. That was North Hills, that was like the 6th hole in North Hills.
What
I
happened
think.
the last
Yeah.
time you two played together, though?
The last time?
We
have you guys
3-putted a
played,
par 5.
No,
to
have you guys played
lose the
against each
tournament.
other recently, or?
Well, yeah, after he beat me at that winter series event, I had to take him to his home club and show him who's boss.
Yeah,
Did that one count for anything though?
Yeah, it was more pride based.
yeah, my pride. I shoot
know,
I shoot 65 and I
Here's
got
the thing
hammered.
with Mikey,
I never even saw the place either.
Mikey will only show
said
up
listen to you.
when people are watching or there's pressure on the line. Otherwise, he's goofing off.
No,
Oh, that match was serious because I'll tell you right now, there was a point where I don't think we talked to each other for about 2 holes because Mike was like, maybe I should start making some birdies.
Tyler, I was even par through 7 holes, and he was like 4 under.
Yeah,
So you can only imagine how I felt.
you're probably angry.
Yeah, I was angry, but
Not enough. On the
He was telling me the wrong lines to take too.
of course, why not? So Tyler, tell us about Raw Golf. I want to know more about Raw Golf.
Yeah, so Raw Golf, we are launching a charity-based golf apparel company in my father's name, which his initials were RAW, Raw. And the logo is really cool. It's an old photo I found of my father swinging a club, and that thing is, I think it was a wedge. Couldn't see the head of it, but it was bent, man. Beautiful, beautiful swing. And we turned that into like a, black and white kind of, I don't know, not a caricature, but sort of a crop out, and made him the face of the logo. And then what we want to do is partner with all different charities. My dad was, one of the most loving, caring people that you'd ever meet. Would, very, very inclusive, wants to give back as much as he can to everything and everyone. So what I want to do is partner with all different kinds of charities, not just donate to one in his name. So we would look to start partnerships either monthly or quarterly with different charities and donate all proceeds there.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's great.
What when you say apparel, what is it going to be wild? Is it going to be Peter Millar? Is it going to be what are you?
Yeah,
what's your?
I am so we have hats and ball markers right
Okay.
now. A friend of mine just recently started a really cool ball marker company where they cut golf balls in half, and then he has some sort of sketching embroidery tool that will put it right on the center of the golf ball. So he made a bunch of those. Those are awesome. And then we have hats, and I'm very picky about my hats. This is an old school one. This is probably like 20 years old.
Hat. Go Birds, baby.
Go Birds. But yeah, we're gonna have we have really nice hats right now. I have to do another order. And they're woven patches because the level of detail in the picture.
Right.
You have to actually weave the patch on. So yeah, it's going to be, from my perspective, top. I'm not putting my dad on something that's not top of the line material. So it'll only go on the best stuff that we could find.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, no trucker hats for Raw Golf. No offense to trucker.
Just New Era.
I mean, no, probably not New Era. I'll tell you what I like. I don't know if you guys have, and maybe you guys have these on Flex Fit.
Yeah, I love Flex Fit
snapbacks. Shout out to if they watch this, dude, send us some. I have one in my car. Flex Fit snapbacks, the most comfortable hat you'll ever wear. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to do. Flex Fit is difficult to. You have to buy. They don't partner directly. You have to buy them through another vendor partner. So these, I think they're 503, 403s, 503s. They're hard to find, but
that's sweet.
Yeah.
Nice, awesome. So I've known Tyler, like Tyler said, our whole lives basically. I've known Drew for, I don't know how long we know each other. 6 years, 7 years, maybe 6
Something
years.
like that, yeah.
6 years. But Anthony is really new to this, right? He's new to us, and Anthony's new to the area. I met Anthony, like a month ago, maybe, right?
A little bit more. I think
he's new.
I think it was like 6. I think it was like probably 6, 7 weeks ago.
All right, 6, 7 weeks ago, right? So Anthony's like really new to this, really new to.
Yeah,
he can be a serial killer. We wouldn't even. I mean, I guess any of us could be.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I mean, 3 weeks he's on podcast with us. I don't know.
Right. So, but we spent a lot of time together. Spent a lot of time here at Clubhouse together, and developed a relationship. So, I'm curious to know more about Anthony as
Oh, me
well.
too.
Where I know more of like your guys' story to a little bit. I didn't know all that about Raw Golf. Even though I've been trying to get it out of you, but you didn't tell me.
Secret. It's
Of course it is,
I mean,
right?
Waiting
You were
for tonight to break it
yeah,
out.
right. He was waiting for tonight.
I mean, I wasn't gonna. You brought it up.
So Anthony, just give us a little background about yourself and why you're excited to be here.
And please, Anthony, don't take offense to this, but my actually glass is empty, so I'm gonna just walk over. I'm listening to everything that you
Not an
say,
alcoholic though.
but
No,
I'm
no,
not an
definitely not an
alcoholic.
alcoholic.
No, not an alcoholic.
Wait, hold on. There's
But I
someone
mean,
else in the room that's taking
there's
care of
someone
this.
else in the room.
Oh, here you go. There he is, Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Ian, actually,
Where's the?
Sorry for this interruption here.
I mean,
you know what? I guess
we have a.
I think we all need a refill here.
I mean, I guess we just all need to I guess it's commercial. It's a commercial break.
Sure. Yeah. Commercial break.
Yeah, I guess because we might need this because of this story. This story might,
I'm excited to hear this.
I know. I don't even think anybody knows anything about me here, really. They just.
I mean, 3 weeks. No, nobody knows anything.
3
We need
weeks.
everything. We got to go back.
By the way, part of this whole podcast is, we're going to talk about whatever. We're going to, do whatever. It's really like kind of like a free for all. We want to have fun. We want to talk shop, and we want to get to know the panel, right? I mean, when we get to know who everybody is here. So we're going to dive deep.
This lovely gentleman over here on the right that took Drew's spot is.
I'm acting Drew.
He's
Hey y'all from Nashville.
So
walks out of the room and he's
that's Ian. That's Ian. Ian's a partner here at Clubhouse 54, and Ian's part of why this podcast is happening right now. So we'll have Ian on as a guest one day, and he's going to give you his story. So I don't need to spoil that right now because I definitely cannot tell it as good as he can.
All right, Drew, you good?
Oh, I'm so ready to hear your story.
All right, great.
Wait, where'd you go? What'd you do?
I had to use the men's room.
That was quick, man. I'm impressed.
It was.
He
fast.
sprinted.
Probably have some.
He's experienced.
Yeah, clearly. So I'm actually from Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Home of the office.
Yeah, so
Clark Summit or where else?
Clark Summit.
For real?
Specifically, yeah.
I just guessed that out of nowhere.
Yeah, so specifically Clark Summit. I say Scranton, suburb outside of Scranton.
I've been thrown out of Scranton University before. That was fun.
Did you go to Scranton Prep?
That
no.
must have been hard, Mike.
I went to Abington Heights.
Okay.
But yeah, grew up. My parents tried to get me into golf very young. I hated it. I actually couldn't stand
It's
it.
a shitty sport.
I just like to go to drive the golf cart when I was younger. And actually, funny story is my brother drove a golf cart into a tree. Like
What age is
head
this?
on at like age probably 6, 7. So I was really into every other sport: football, basketball, soccer. Loved to ski. That was my real passion.
Montage?
Yeah, Montage Mountain.
Love it. Love it up there.
It's unreal. I'm gonna guess you just sat in the lodge.
No, I used to snowboard.
Really?
Yeah, Montage was great.
That was awesome. So, yeah, I used to just ski all the time. I got hurt a couple times because I used to love to do jumps and rails and stuff. So, my dad working in a hospital, that wasn't the best thing. So, he tried to kind of force me into golf, and I was 12, 13 years old. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. Why not? But it was kind of in the back of my mind. My one buddy actually lived right down the street from me. I was getting off the bus, and he was just like, "Yo, you want to go to Glen Oak and play?" Just where my dad was a member. So I was like, "Yeah, why not? I'll go." I sucked. Like I couldn't even get the ball off the ground. It was so bad. And this kid's hitting it like 260, and he's like 15. I'm like, oh, jeez.
With a Balata? Or are you too young for that?
I'm way too young for that.
Mm.
I'm only 27.
So you were hitting a 392 then?
Whatever it is, yeah.
Wow.
So I started playing that. I started just kind of playing golf. And then probably it was about 14. My dad put me in a golf tournament. It's like first year playing golf. Yeah. So
in your first year playing golf?
Yeah, he put me in a golf tournament. It was the Junior County Am.
Shout out to Pops.
Tell me you won, please.
I shot 116.
Nice.
I got dead last place.
Nice.
Did you win anything for that?
I wish I did.
Did you get a handshake from anyone?
But what I won is it was funny actually. One of my buddies, actually it was Nick Biondi, he won. I think he shot like 71.
Shout out Nick Biondi.
Shout out. Yeah.
He's a stud.
So it was crazy. So I remember, the next year my dad sent me to a golf camp to Shawnee on the Delaware again. Kind of got a little bit better.
Wait,
and then
was Brian Bergstall your coach?
so funny enough, so Bergie actually came over when I was in one of like the clinics, and the one dude's like, he hits it really far. And I remember he still had I think he had like an 8-degree Nike Ignite driver, like a steel shaft in it. And he hit a ball, and I just went, oh my God, that is pounded. I only hit it like 240 at the time, and he's hitting it like 340. I was like, what is this? Like, I almost wanted to quit golf. So, I get into my freshman year of high school. Actually, I'm sorry. It was right before my freshman year of high school. My dad's like, hey, there's this tour, IJGT. Do you want to go play in it? Sure. Let's go play. Probably the best memories I have. So, in golf is just traveling with my dad kind of around. I'd shoot my first year of IJGT, my freshman year, I'd shoot 86, 78, every event, no matter where we went.
Nice.
Where'd you guys play? Where did they tour?
So we played like Penn Oaks, Bully Rock in Maryland, kind of all over.
Like I-State mostly?
Architects. Yeah. So it was kind of nationwide.
Okay.
But we kind of stuck to the ones that we could drive to.
Yep.
For the first little bit.
So you were selective. You were selecting what you were playing.
Yeah, because I wasn't really that good, and I
Yeah.
kind of couldn't really go wherever I wanted to. So first year was just like, okay, yeah, shooting 86, 78, kind of going around. And then my sophomore year, I actually I messed my knee up pretty bad. I remember it was all swollen. I ended up playing in a golf tournament. I ended up winning.
How'd you mess it up? Golfing or skiing?
Skiing.
Yeah.
Right leg or left leg?
Right leg. So I actually I ended up winning my sophomore year. And I was like, whoa, this is different. My one buddy's calling me. He's like, dude, like, this is big for you. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. This is just a surprise. I kind of feel like I felt like I careered it, but I ended up winning. That was my sophomore year of high school. I ended up playing AJGA. Made states my junior and senior year. I got third in the state. I actually kind of choked away a state championship my senior year, but ended up kind of backdooring my way to playing Division I golf at Central Connecticut State. My coach actually got fired my freshman year. I had him for 3 weeks.
What for?
He had a lot of bad things happen to him. His brother passed away and his mom passed away all within like 2 weeks. So he kind of
life.
Yeah, he didn't really come back from that. But my next coach is probably one of the two people, I mean, other than my father, one of the two most influential people in my golf game.
Wow.
So his name's Kyle Gallo, played on, nationwide tour, great ball striker. But he was the one that kind of pushed me to practice more and play and kind of see the game of golf differently. Ended up getting player of the year my senior year, all region, turned pro.
Were you on a Scali there?
I was, yes.
What were you shooting going like as colleges were looking at you to get into D1?
So it's crazy because going into Division I, the signing day is just kind of right before that, right before your senior year, kind of almost is when where you're going to go.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times during that summer, kids already know where they're going to go. You see these kids now committing with, their freshman, sophomore,
it's crazy.
Years, right? And it protects them 100%. But I kind of didn't get to the point where I felt like I was really good until probably the end of that summer.
Yeah.
I ended up getting, I think I got like 5th in AJGA and it was kind of at the end of it where I didn't, coaches already kind of had their rosters selected. So I kind of got fortunate with that side of it. So
when did you win player of the year?
So my senior year of college, I won the NEC player of the year.
So you already committed.
So that was my senior year of college.
Oh,
So
college,
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry,
that's
yeah.
I won player of the year
Okay.
my senior year of college for
Okay,
the
awesome.
division. So yeah, I ended up turning pro. Actually, I kind of waited to turn pro. My dad kind of was like, "Listen, figure it out." I went to school for finance, and he's like, "Just take the summer." He goes, I will back you for the summer. I think the way that I kind of progressed my last, I guess, year and a half of college was just all of a sudden out of the nowhere. So now it comes, I leave school and I meet the second most influential person, my current and swing coach and my teaching mentor. So this
Genkus.
no, his name's Ruth. His name's Chris Ruth. So funny enough Chris is actually,
I love Drew.
yeah, I know, right? GG. Yeah, no, I don't go to GG.
Shout out to George.
Had you pick finance so it was easier to add up the math, the score?
No, I was an dude. I was an
Just
accounting.
quick.
I was an accounting major actually going into school. I took
Just good with
accounting.
numbers. Always good with numbers.
I was very good with numbers. But I took my first accounting class and I went, there's no way in hell I could last 4 years doing this. So I ended up taking my finance class and loved that. But no, so yeah, I ended up meeting my coach, and my teaching mentor. He's kind of not, I wouldn't even say he's like a teacher to me. He's kind of like a best friend to me. I kind of go to him with everything in my personal life and in my golf game. So ended up meeting him.
Golf coaches have that effect on people.
It's amazing. So spent a lot of time with him and kind of changed my swing a little bit. And that's when I kind of took a massive leap with my ability too. Ended up qualifying for like USAM, got second in the PAM. I actually had a 4-shot lead going into the back nine of the PAM. Connor Schmidt birdied, I think 6 of his last 8 holes to beat me. So if Connor's listening, I still hate you, but I love you.
Shout out to Connor.
Yeah, no, every time I see him too, I'm always like, Connor, I hate you, but I love you at the same time because he's so nice. But yeah, ended up kind of going down to Florida, did Q school, made it through Canadian Q school, and then got hurt again. I've dealt with my right knee pretty bad. Had 2 meniscus surgeries on it, and yeah, it's not good. So I've got a lot of scar tissue kind of built up around it. I have a little bit of arthritis already on it from all the surgeries. And
are you allowed to pull the John Daly card and take a cart when
I
you
will
play?
never. I will never.
Dude.
No.
You ever?
No.
I mean, you ride carts in the Philly PGA, so you kind of have that card.
You ever
I
look into stem cell therapy?
No. So I have not,
Because they can't do anything for the meniscus besides.
I'm just kind of yeah. I mean, they could save it if it's blood on blood, but mine were both cut out. But
bone to bone.
yeah,
Yeah.
almost. But
Jesus, this has gotten down a real
So-
rabbit hole.
so anyway, so yeah, so
Like
No, I'm good. with
bone
it. I'm
on
just-
bone.
You need another high noon joke there,
Yeah.
Drew?
I'll get one in a minute.
so anyways, so
Back to
yeah,
bone on bone.
so anyways, kind of got hurt. Then COVID happens. I ended up getting COVID right before Q school. Actually, funny enough, had to kind of play Q school right after COVID, and I was miserable. I had no energy. It was like right in the heart of it.
Where in Florida where was that?
El Campeon, Mission Inn, El Campeon down in Orlando. Golf course is just brutal. But ended up saying, I couldn't do it anymore. I actually battle with some mental health stuff, as you see some of these guys on tour battle with. So ended up kind of going into the golf industry. Had a really good first job at Glenmara, then took a teaching job at Elmhurst Country Club, and now I'm here at Rolling Green. So it's been a pretty crazy adventure through the years, but I wouldn't change anything in the world because through it, I have a beautiful fiance now, who I'm about to get married to. Yeah,
When's the
so May of 24. I just got engaged a couple
Is
days
it
before Christmas.
Not too
this year.
late for an invite, boys.
Destination wedding, maybe?
Oh, that'd be
No,
sick.
dude, weddings are
definitely.
so expensive now. It's crazy.
Drew needs a party. Come on.
Well, yeah. Clearly he's drinking.
He's
high
not an
noons right now.
alcoholic, so
But no, I mean, it's crazy because, the game of golf kind of brings you into all these different scenarios. And, I wouldn't be sitting at this table if it wasn't for golf. I wouldn't have met a lot of the people I've met, if it wasn't for golf. So, a lot of the people I know, a lot of kind of the life experiences I've had, being able to go out to Pebble Beach and being able to interact with people that shaped who I am as a person. I would never have been able to be sitting in this chair talking with y'all if golf wasn't in my life.
And I
So,
don't think a
it's
lot of
crazy.
people understand that about the game.
Nope.
I don't. I really honestly don't think people get it. Being in the business, I couldn't tell you how many times, oh, you must play golf a lot. It's like, no, this is the business that I'm in. I do get the opportunity to play, but that's what the game is all about. And it's another reason I love it.
I mean, like Drew, where we worked, together. I mean, we're around some very influential people, and I'm just this kid from North Wales. Like, how am I sitting there playing with the CEO of this major company at Pine Valley, right? Like, of all places, you get these crazy invites, you get to spend, 5, 6, 7 hours with these guys, and you get to pick their brain, you get to learn about how they got to where they are. And it starts to make you think and starts to change who you are a little bit, because you realize that there's a whole nother world out there you never even knew existed just because you were so limited, and golf has done a tremendous amount for so many people. It's
It-
great.
It's absolutely insane. I mean, if you think of it, you go out and you spend 4.5. I mean, hopefully it's 4.5 hours, but you get those random
Like
5.5
3.5,
hour. You get those random 5.5 hour rounds, and it's like, well, you're hitting, waiting. But
Depends on who you're with.
in all honesty, though, like when you're out there playing golf, like you're not. It's not like football where you're constantly going, and then it's you hit and you're walking or you're driving,
Right.
and you're able to spend so much more time with people. And the best part about golf too is if you think of it, what other sport can you play with someone at a different skill level and still be able to have fun and enjoy? If
And have it be competitive.
yeah, if
Nothing.
you're playing basketball or football and somebody that's not as good as you at that sport, like, can you play with them? Really? No. But in
No.
golf, golf allows you to do that, and it allows you to interact with different, not only just different skill levels, but just different backgrounds of where people come from, which is really, really neat.
How many times have you played a match and whoever wins, right? And you get to the 18th hole, everyone shake hands, gives hugs, whatever, and says, you know what, don't worry about paying me today, or
Never.
we'll move on
Never.
from this one.
It depends on who it is. 'Cause if it's-
Never. That never. I
Never happens for
nope.
Drew.
Nope.
Actually, last time I checked, the $5 I took from you at Bluestone, when I said don't pay me, it was already on my bag.
Yep.
I try to be nice because you invited me out there. Next time, I'm gonna lose the first hole press and then get some more money off.
I signed that $5 bill, by the way.
Did you really?
That's illegal. I think.
You haven't looked at it then, or you just spent it.
Can we edit?
Maybe you
this?
went and bought a coffee.
Could we
Ian,
talk?
Can we edit that out? That
No.
was illegal act. All right, prison.
No. I think.
What's illegal activity? What
Facing U.S. currency.
Oh, I thought it was illegal to bet just $5.
Yeah.
That's such a
No,
low
no, 'cause-
number.
no,
Jeez,
but-
Tyler, why so serious, man?
Like,
Jeez.
No,
All
just-
right.
We could edit. Ian could edit it if
No edits needed. All right.
All right.
I'll find another
I mean,
$5
good luck
bill.
finding the five.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll find
It's
another
okay.
one. It's
It's
okay.
gone.
I didn't
Well,
see it
yeah.
because, to be completely honest, I think I was so tired after that round. I think I actually did buy a coffee with it.
Yeah, we actually
I think
walked
Wawa's
18
got it.
holes and it was like soaking wet.
It's out there.
Yeah, Wawa, if you're listening,
Yeah,
you
Wawa
got
on
you
North
got a
Wales
signed
Road.
$5 bill from Mike Little.
There you go. There you go.
No, we walked 18 holes, and I think it was 2 hours and 25 minutes,
Yeah.
and we did not sprint. That's the funny part, is like we didn't even sprint. We just, I mean, it's pretty easy when
It's the way to play.
apparently Mike hits every single fairway, but last time I checked, he hit one almost on the other hole a couple times.
No,
but,
that was on purpose.
He was
sure.
down or he was up and he wanted to give you a chance.
He was.
That's what
I like the angle
Just-
better. Okay.
So funny enough, he was not up at all. He bogeyed 2. I made par. Ever since then, he was in my rear view mirror.
Like this,
Which is
rivalry.
great. It was great. I
This-
loved every minute of it.
No, you didn't.
All right. So he's leaving out the fact that I went eagle birdie to finish.
And
And
you
that was to
still
get
lost.
that was it to get within 2 of
And you
it.
still lost.
And I had to go eagle birdie to do that. So
What'd you hit into 17, by the way?
I don't remember. I think it was probably a 5-wood, maybe.
Yeah, I had 8 iron.
Yeah.
So
How about
I can
that
see the big
10th
difference.
hole on Rolling Green?
Yo,
Did you ever hole in one that?
No, so funny story about 10 at Rolling Green. So that was actually I played my first PA amateur there.
What is that from the tips? Like 235, 240?
Try like 255 or
250.
something.
Wait, did you play the 2012 amateur there
Yeah, it was my first PAM.
when Mason won?
Yeah, I was 15.
All right, I worked there at that time.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Old enough.
I'm old enough, man.
Clearly. So
I mean, why are we age discriminating?
So-
Come on, like,
so-
come on.
so anyway.
Wait, hold on. Let's see how good your math is. All right, I'm 6 years younger than Drew.
Yeah. Come on, finance.
Come on.
How old's Drew? I forgot.
Yep, 44, bro.
Oh, he's 4. Yeah, okay. So you're 38. So,
That's
anyways,
quick math.
If you ask Drew, 4
Is it
times 5.
All right.
44 minus 6 is 38.
I don't know. You're the finance.
You guys
major.
are throwing wood numbers and not.
So, anyways, so back to Rolling Green number 10.
I'm not
actually.
going there.
So funny story is it's like 250 up the hill.
Yeah.
I'm like 15. I'm debating on hitting driver.
Yeah.
You were 15 in 2012.
Dude, how old are you?
No,
Are you
I'm
21
sorry.
Right now, like,
no, that was actually 12. So I wasn't
Yeah.
15. I was like 16 then.
Dude, you were not a finance major.
No. Oh, jeez.
Your math is fucked up.
That was. I forget. It's been so many years ago because I actually trying to forget.
It was 2012. I worked there. It was
All
2012.
right. So perfect.
Wait,
All right.
what year were you born?
So I was 16. So I was 16.
Okay. All right.
So, anyways, so I try to block out that whole entire thing 'cause it's bad. So we get to number 10, and my dad's caddying for me, and I'm trying to hit driver, and I remember like someone, I think it was like a Tiger quote. He's like, "I'll never hit driver on a par 3." So I said, I'm hitting driver." He goes, "All right, sounds good." So I'm going through my pre-shot routine. There's that big bunker on the left.
Yeah.
And of course, like right before I pull the trigger, my dad goes, "Don't hit it left." This ball almost went out of bounds on the right. It was so far right. So we get done. I ended up shooting 100. Like I missed the cut handsomely. Not even close.
8 through 14 at Rolling Green may be the hardest stretch in Philadelphia.
9 is brutal.
Oh, so ask my dad actually. Rolling Green's the reason why my dad and I have an agreement that he's never going to caddy for me again because he can't turn off being a dad and he doesn't know how to actually caddy for me. And it's awesome. I love him to death. Like I and he even will admit, he goes, "I can't caddy for you because I get too stressed out." And then my dad mode kicks in, and I know that my dad mode and your golf mode don't mix. He's like, I actually like sitting back and like he'll like get like the scorecard over and he'll write my stats down. And of course, like when I was younger and I'd hop in the car, he'd be like, "Aunt, can you do me a favor?" I'm like, "What's up, Dad?" He goes, "Can you hit a goddamn fairway?" And I'm like, "Well, I thought I hit some pretty good. I thought I hit a lot of fairways." He goes, "You hit 3. Oh, okay, sounds good. He still has every single scorecard from when I was younger. I'm gonna have to I'm actually going back home on Thursday. I gotta find these for next week, and we can go through them, and you could just see how bad of a driver the golf
How many
was when I was just
scorecards is that?
He's it's like a whole bin. It's insane. My dad says everything because he never
Rough order of magnitude? How many? 1,000?
No, probably a couple hundred.
I was going to say like 150 maybe.
Probably a couple hundred. Every time he was at an event, he always
Just events.
yes, just events. Not every time we played. Like it was just like competitive rounds that he watched me. He has scorecards for.
Okay. That's pretty awesome.
So, but yeah, no. So it's I've come a long way in the game of golf and it's been great. But now I've only known you for 3 months. Not 3 months. Sorry, 6 weeks.
You
That
have
was
a
3 weeks.
lot to learn.
So
about, guy.
now
I'm a mystery.
Now I know that you're like 2-time section player of the year. I know that you got some golfing ability behind you.
That's the tip of the iceberg.
The real question I want to know is who is Mike Little and what makes Mike Little tick
You
other
need,
than golf?
you need a whole podcast for that.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's a whole hour. Of
okay, but I want
content.
like a diluted version then.
I can
because,
tell you in 6 words.
Please,
I want to
okay,
hear
no,
that.
no,
Let's go,
no.
Tyler.
Let's
Go.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it on.
No, not here. But I want to hear out of Mike's mouth.
All right. So
who are you?
So I mean, this literally could take forever.
Shorten it up, and we'll make it.
I'm gonna give you.
Mike does have an interesting story for what I know so far, but I want to know
I'll give you.
how'd you get into the game of golf?
I'll give you a short.
Do like
So
think of this when you're saying it. Do like a trailer, give us a teaser for a future podcast of Mike Little.
2 minutes and 13
Yeah.
seconds.
We'll start a
Two
timer.
minutes
Ready?
and
Start the
13
time.
seconds.
No. How about this? How about this? Give him
What do you want?
3.5 minutes. I think that's pretty fair, right?
No one's ever watched a 3.5 minute
Go.
trailer.
2.5 minutes.
2.5. Go.
All right. So when I was younger, when I was like say 6 years old, Dad used to take me out with my grandfather. I'd play in the creeks at the golf course. Had no interest in playing. Had a pretty good swing according to the pictures, but never really played. I can remember just going to just spend time with the family. Great grandfather used to take me to Mermaid Lake to play the par 3 course. It was more to go get the RC Cola. RC Cola, I haven't seen that in years, but what a great cola that is,
Go
right?
down south.
So I did some of that. I love Drew. So I played some par 3 stuff, with him. Never really got instruction for the most part. It was more just introducing me to the game. Fell in love with cars, fell in love with skateboarding, fell in love with, I'm with Drew. I like rap music.
Can you do a kickflip on a skateboard?
I can do a kickflip. I have a video to prove it. Can I still do a kickflip? Not sure. I don't want to hurt myself. I went ice skating. What was it? The other day with my daughter, and
Did you use the
and
chair?
literally no. I wanted to use like one of those like walkers because I'm like, don't hurt yourself. Like you can't afford this, And then of course me, I'm like, oh, I could skate backwards. I could do, I'm trying to show off there for who, right? For my daughters.
Did you?
Was your wife
I'll
there?
pause it. Did you rent skates?
Yeah, I rented skates.
Did you get the figure skates, the toe pick?
No, man, no. I got the regular skates. And
They
did
give
you,
ice
did
hockey
you know
skates
you
now.
have to rent when you rent ice skates, you have to rent them 2 sizes smaller? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah, I'm wearing these 12s out
I
there.
have
Right?
ice-
I'm a size 12, so I'm wearing these 12s and like I'm tripping over
Dude, I
my
have
own feet.
I have ice hockey skates from college.
When you played ice hockey?
8.5. All right.
8.5.
I gotta try
I'm a
them on.
size 11.
Wait, you play ice hockey?
We had the same size foot.
I played rec in college.
Oh, dude, is there any like men's leagues around here?
Yeah.
Dang, I gotta get into that. I played hockey growing up a little bit, so
We could set you up. I'll introduce you.
That random guy that
I
like
don't
sat down here, Ian. He plays ice hockey.
well,
too.
yeah, you could tell by his golf swing. That was the first thing I said. I said, "Did you play hockey?"
Yeah,
growing
I thought you
up?"
could tell by
Yeah.
his beard.
Nah,
That's a good
more the
one.
golf swing.
Do you know that? Do you know that Ian? He has a mascot of himself.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting a shirt of it.
It's great. Me too. I can't wait.
Actually, I want
Now, also too, you're kind of a badass when you wear a Carhartt shirt like that too,
yes.
and you got a beard.
All right, so let's
Anyways,
not,
back
let's
to
not,
my-
yeah, let's not delay.
that
Hit
means
the timer.
hang on,
again.
wait. That means he's good with his hands, though. I think that's what he's trying to say, right?
There you go.
That's what
No
he's saying. All right, go.
So I don't even remember where I was at there, but so I got into
Cars,
cars, got
rap
into
music,
cars,
RC Cola.
the
RC
RC
Cola.
RC
right?
Cola.
I'm skateboarding, and just really was just I hung out with the crew, we hung out with all the kids in North Wales. I mean, North Wales is a very small town. All right. We're in North Wales right now. Okay. It's an extremely small town. I told my wife when I first met her, I said, I'm from a town that has one traffic light. And she yells at me to this day about that. But it did have
that
one
true?
traffic light. It did. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
The one right there on the
the
left.
one right down the street.
You can't get any more redneck than that.
Right.
Wow, you could go no traffic lights. Like,
Yeah. It could be none.
No stop signs. Just drive.
And growing up, it was all kids in North Wales. I mean, and there was probably, geez, I can't even count how many. It was probably 60, 70 of us, so golf. What was golf? I wasn't playing golf. I was playing whatever the crew in North Wales was playing, so I just follow along with the
60 or 70, like 20 of them were the littles. So
well, yeah, 7 of us were.
What do you got a cult here in North
No,
Wales?
it was just if we were in the right place, the right time, just all the generations came together. North Wales is actually coming back to that a little bit right now. My
That's
kids
awesome.
I have 3 kids, they're all in the elementary school, and they all have friends in the town as well. So, the town, when I went to college, the town took a little break from being this, overrun by kids, and now the kids are coming back, which is great. But that's really why I didn't really get involved with a lot, and plus I'm not really that athletic. That's why
That's a lie.
I don't hit the ball
Yeah, I
that
was gonna say
far.
that's definitely
No. So I'm good at
you're like weird athletic. Like he's
good at
like
darts,
bowling, darts,
pool,
pool, and
golf.
We still need to play pool
beer
against
pong.
each other. We need to
Um,
play pool against each
Like
other.
I went out bowling with him. He rolled like a 260 or something.
dude. I'm telling you, if
That's
something's
not normal.
so if an object is in motion, I can't hit it. I can only hit something that's not in motion or move something. that's not in
Also,
motion.
fun fact about Michael: he can't stand on one foot. He has zero balance.
Yeah, I don't
Yet,
have good
the
balance.
fulcrum he creates between him and the ground. If you watch his golf swing, it's the most balanced golf swing I've ever seen in my life. He can't stand on one foot.
Well, after he fell
Imagine
down
that.
the stairs at the club that we worked at, I can see why he can't stand on one foot.
Now,
So all right, so let's keep going
Yeah, we're
because I'm
already at
already at 4
4
minutes here.
minutes.
So
Yeah,
I'm
we're good.
clearly not good at this.
so I before because I know that we're going to go to another podcast with you. So and that's
So
gonna
I
be
want to
very
go into my
serious.
golf career real quick. I want to
Okay,
kind of share
okay.
how
I'll wait because
So
I got one question to end.
so like I said, we were all really tight knit in North Wales, right? So when I was 16 years old, we ended up losing one of those individuals that we were all tight knit with. So one of our friends ended up, they passed away, right? So that was very difficult for me. That was very difficult for the town. It's still to this day difficult for all of us, right? So it kind of led me in a little direction of, you mentioned mental health, right? Like, so it kind of, went a little bit in that direction. And it was like, okay, well, what makes me not think about that or feel that? Right. And that took me down a path that, again, that's for another podcast, but that took me down a path that, it was a negative influence, right? I had a lot of negative influences in my life. And, I had negative influences from when I was 16 to 19, right? And I was incarcerated at 19 years old. And I'm sitting there and it's actually, ironically, it's 20 years ago, that happened. That happened in 2003. And I'm sitting there, I'm going, you know what? I hope in 20 years I can, be somebody, right? And I can, be better than who I am today. And that's when I had some other influences happen. I met a girl that was a lawyer that helped a lot, kind of put my butt in shape a little bit, and then one of my buddies was leaving to go to Myrtle Beach to go to golf school at the Golf Academy of America. And I said, you know what? Why don't I just sell everything I have, and see if my parents will co-sign on a loan to go to college. Went to the Golf Academy of America. And my first tournament, I was playing with Dynator golf clubs. I still to this day
Shout
have
out Dynator.
no idea what that was, right?
Dude,
so I got these Dynator clubs.
Can somebody look up if that's Ian? Can you look up if that's still like a thing? Like, are they still like alive? Like, can you find a even if they're not, find us out on eBay and let us know the price.
There's no way Dynator still exists.
No, but just
see.
even if they don't exist, like find a price on
Let's
eBay.
get them to sponsor us. We'll actually pay them.
If you can believe it or not, I actually still have those golf clubs.
For how much? How much is the putter? $2?
It's got to be like $5. Has to be. So
Pay shipping.
So there was
We'll give them to you. Just pay shipping.
I love you. So anyway, so in college, so there was a qualifier because they flighted everybody into school. So there's this qualifier, and we were playing at Whispering Pines in Myrtle Beach, right next to the airport. And Ian knows that course. And
Is that a good thing?
I shoot 101. Right.
Whoa.
And the guy I'm playing with ends up being one of my really good friends. Right. That's another good golf story, but I won't get into it. I end up shooting 101. And I looked at myself and I'm like, man, you stink. Like, what are you doing here? Right. Like I had some ability to play. Like, believe it or not, I actually did shoot 76 before I went to college. That was actually the last time my dad beat me was in whatever year that was. That was 2006.
Shout out to your dad who has some serious game. Played with him and it's like blah.
So
I'm gonna guess he kicked your ass.
Putting's lights out.
Oh,
his putting's lights out. So and he brings that up all the time. But anyway, so I had perfect attendance in college. So I'm living in Myrtle Beach, which is a party town. I'm 25 years old, and I had a job at Planet Hollywood, right? And I would go out till who knows when, right? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? I'd go to work, then go out, party, and wake up at 7 a.m. to go to school every single day. And I made sure I went to school every day because I'm sitting there, I'm spending $40,000 a year on this. I better get something out of this. I better get better at golf. I better understand what the golf business is. I better learn how to become a teacher, right? And I dedicated my whole life to it, and the last tournament that we had at college, I shot 71. So, and that was 16 months. So in 16 months, I went from 101 to 71. But I had some great instructors. Alan Edgart, I haven't seen him since college, but I mean, that man, he would spend Saturday mornings with me out at the golf course to teach me how to play golf on his day off. So he clearly saw something in my game and saw something that, it could help me to excel to another level in the game. And so I left college. I ended up working at a public course in Philadelphia called Island Green Country Club. Worked for Wally Tittlemeyer, who to this day is the best boss I've ever had in my entire life.
Shout
I've
out
had a
Wally.
lot of them. Wally, love
Shout
you,
out to
love
his
you,
last
Wally.
name.
And a funny story. So I thought I was good at golf, right? So I met some guys that would play Island Green all the time. These guys had some money, and they wanted to help me out. So I said, "Hey, I want to go try to do a nationwide tour qualifier." Right. So I convinced these guys to give me $350. I go to Pocono Manor. This was 2009. No, this is 2008. I go to Pocono Manor. I play with this guy named Matthew Johnston. Okay. And every single shot was identical.
It's not like Beef Johnson, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not Beef Johnson. Isn't it?
I was gonna say
his name Matthew. I don't think his name's Matthew.
I don't know, but
I think
Beef.
it's
Yeah,
It's not Beef. It's not Beef Johnson.
Beef's the man.
So this guy goes out there. Every shot's identical. It's tight little draw, right? I mean, he's hitting a 320 down the middle of the fairway, and he shoots 66. I shoot 86. And my brother's caddying for me. And I go, I got no shot. I said, I better go be the best club pro I can be. I said, because I had zero chance to get on the PGA Tour. I had zero chance to even go to one of these qualifiers and be respectable, right? And that really was like the changing that was the defining moment in my career to get better at golf, because I set expectations that I could get to, and I feel like a lot of times in golf, like we set the bar way too high. How many guys do you know right now that are like, I'm going to go make it on the PGA Tour? And we know what the odds of that person getting on the PGA Tour is, right? But if they say, hey, you know what? If they're like, hey, I want to go and be the best player in Philadelphia, they could do that.
100%.
Absolutely could, but their goals are set too high, right? And they see something that's, not now. Like, look, I love it, right? Dream big, right? Go for it. I agree with that 100%. But at the end of the day, you hit a certain age, right? Or you hit a certain plateau in your golf swing or in your mental game that forces you to have to be, somebody different than who you're dreaming on being sometimes.
See,
in this game.
And what's funny about that is you got guys that, try to make it on tour, and then they don't, they kind of go into this industry or they, do something else. And, they kind of have no expectations. And the next thing you know, they're on tour,
That happens. Yeah.
You look at like Ben Griffin. Ben Griffin was, I believe he was an insurance agent. And then next thing you know is he's on the PGA Tour.
Wasn't that you?
Shout out to the insurance industry.
He's not only is he on the PGA Tour, but like I think he's like top 25 in the FedEx Cup right now. And I've met Ben, really, really nice guy. And it's funny because the game of golf too, it gives you these success stories, like you look at like incarcerated and next thing you know, like where you are today, like you're, I look up to you as a PGA pro, what you've been able to do and kind of how you've been able to help so many people, me included. You've helped me with my putting, and it's really cool to see, and that's kind of what the game of golf is
at the end of the day. It's knowing your limitations, right?
100%.
And it's hard to find that sometimes, I think, in this game, right? Because you can be the best putter, you could be the best driver, right? But you need that mental side of it as well.
Staying within yourself.
Exactly. And and that's like I said, that was that like defining moment for me. Because that's what allowed me then to practice in different ways. That allowed me to think differently. That allowed me to say, you know what, I can go meet a girl. I can go and have a family. I can go buy a house. I can go settle down somewhere, and live a life that is a really good life and be like normal, but also be this golf pro as well. And to me, that was fun. I always said one of my goals in life is to become a legend in the Philadelphia PGA.
You might have done that already, but
I don't think I'm there. But that is one of my goals, and and that helps. So for me, it was like as I started progressing, it was all right. I'm going to play in U.S. Open qualifiers. I'm getting close. I'll 3-putt the last hole or whatever, and miss getting into sectional.
And that's what kind of drives you too, as as a golfer and any sport is failure kind of drives you. But I think we also need to save some things because I think we're going to do a whole podcast on you because your life, everything that's happened is from what I could tell now and kind of what, we've chatted off the air. I think that's kind of I mean, we could definitely do an hour.
Yeah,
if not longer.
Every man and woman wants to do a deep dive into Mikey. So
yeah, I think that'd be
So
great.
I know I didn't answer, your question and give you
No,
that little overview
didn't.
there.
And
Like
No,
as much
but-
as I should have.
in your
but
defense, it's only been 14 minutes. So
So all right,
like
so
I said, I could go an hour, and I could go into details for an hour, but again, we don't need to.
a whole
$38.50 for a whole set. So
Dinotaur's $38.50.
Dinosaur.
Dude,
Be the
Dinotaur.
judge.
Dinotaur.
Okay, I got a
Both.
question. What was your first set? We know yours was Dinosaur. Mine was a lefty set, of course, because I'm left-handed.
Shout out to lefties.
Shout out to lefties. who
Drew's on
are
the other side of the ball.
completely screwed in the game.
Yep.
especially with getting golf clubs.
Tommy Armour, and
All right.
they were
That's a solid first set.
well at the time I didn't know. Played with those for a little bit, but that was my first set. What would be your first set?
Pal Joey's.
Like,
Mm-mm.
They're a Ping Eye 2 ripoff.
That's a good one.
Pal Joey.
Yeah, that's a good
Look
one.
that up. Pal Joey's.
Yeah, that's a really good.
Shout out, Pal Joey.
Dude, my first set of
I hope they're
irons,
still around.
I learned on
I
a
still
set of
have 'em.
blades.
Blades.
My dad gave me a hand-me-down set of blades.
Your dad's a dog.
that's child
You
Dude.
did it
abuse.
right, dude.
So
Were they Ben Hogan blades?
no, they were Titleist blades that he
Ooh.
gave me.
That's straight up child abuse. He could have easily been thrown in jail for that.
I will say is I did not play my best golf, but I for sure learned how to hit the middle of the club face.
Is that why you have a TaylorMade hat on now? Is because he gave you childless blades when you were 4?
No, I'm on staff with TaylorMade, so that's why I got the TaylorMade hat on.
Shout out to
Shout out
Shout out
TaylorMade.
to Taylor.
Callaway.
Hey, as a former insurance guy, can you recommend insurance for his Dinotaur and my Pal Joey clubs?
No,
If we want to get them insured,
they would.
The insurance would cost
like
more than
maybe
the
an
actual
umbrella
club.
policy.
No, they
Something.
actually, if you tried to like file it under your homeowners that something got stolen, they would
Yeah.
probably give you literally.
I think
nothing.
we should insure them.
I'm gonna bring my Dinotaurs and put them right here.
I think you
Dude,
need to
bring
put
your
them in a shadow
dinosaurs.
box.
Bring your dinosaurs.
Do they insure for emotional damage? Like if you lose Dinotaurs?
You know what? I've been out of the business so long.
Yeah, that
I'm
should
not
be
going to
covered.
answer that.
You should
So,
call some people.
So fun fact. So I used to work at Skipback Golf Club as a maintenance guy where Drew used to work. And then I used to work at Rolling Green Golf Club, now where Anthony works. It's kind of interesting how that all
When were you at Skipback?
This was pre-golf days. I just needed a job and I'm like, all right, I'll go weed whack some, woods for
Yeah.
a golf course, and just went over there. It was fun actually.
Oh, you were.
I worked there for 1 week. And then I stopped.
So,
I just stopped showing up.
That
at
was
work.
kind of like my job in the seafood department at Kroger. Shout out to Kroger down in Tennessee. I worked 1 week in the seafood department, went home, and my damn boxers smelled like seafood. And I was like, I can't do this, man. This is
I don't blame you.
Have you ever worked on the grounds crew?
That might be a name for the podcast. My boxer smelled like seafood. Shout out Kroger's.
Yeah, shout out Kroger's. Great grocery chain.
Oh, Drew,
Down south.
we love Drew.
All right, so now we got to know each other, right? I've got one kind of last big question,
Love it.
and it's directed towards Mike.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
But you're looking at me,
Yeah,
so
So I'm looking at you.
I'm curious about it.
Looking at both of y'all
Oh.
because I think y'all are gonna enjoy this. Because so the first time I actually hung out with Mike here, right? He had to go somewhere with his wife. So I just wanted to know how was it, and who won? Because I know.
Where did I go? Hold on.
So
I'm
you
lost
went.
here. Hold on.
So nope.
Yeah. Who
He
won?
had to judge the Christmas lights in his
Oh,
neighborhood.
No.
So I want to know, one, how'd you get on that committee, and two, how was it? Because I know the last
I
time I
can tell
heard.
you how he got on it. Star got on it.
No. They actually.
That's
asked,
kinda
they
like the
actually
last
asked
question
me to
because
be on it.
You?
Yeah, they asked me to be on
Because
it.
to be completely honest, we were over here putting on Quintac, and we were working on my stroke, and all of a sudden he goes, "Oh man, I got to go judge a light competition today, like tonight." And I was like,
So
"What is going on?"
I actually never did it because I
He just basically said he was tired of hanging out with you,
I
Anthony.
knew there was going to be
He does
some
not-
answer like this.
Why would he make your putting better?
no. So I'm on the committee that judges the lights in the town, but for whatever reason, I didn't get the invite to judge this year. Last year we judged, but this year we didn't. So
It's because you picked
clearly,
the wrong house.
you're exactly right. I think I picked the wrong house, but
So just like
coincidental though, the
Just like
houses
sit back,
right
you
at
were
the corner
fired.
here, they're the ones that won. There's 2 houses up at the corner here. I guess they helped each other with their lights.
Are their lights
So
still up?
there were 2. No, their lights
How
are
can
down
there
now.
be 2 winners?
That's what I want to know. I don't know how there's 2 winners. Maybe that's why I'm not on the committee.
Number one, it's 2023. Everyone's a winner. It's something these days. I mean, come on. They give
Yeah,
a participation award even if you didn't even participate. So
So I guess this would
Shout
be.
out to
I
the
guess this
winners.
is like my official
shout out
like.
to winners.
This is my official campaign. I am going to run for mayor of this town. I'm gonna run probably.
Y'all
in
heard it
2
here
years.
first, by the way, on this podcast.
Wow.
Mike Little is running for mayor.
Yes.
And
Of
what
Northwest.
politician hasn't been incarcerated?
All right, that's a hot take.
Oh, true.
Do we end it on that?
That's perfect.
All right.
Do we
So
end it on that?
we're gonna come back next week. We're gonna have a guest. We're not gonna name that guest right now, but we're gonna have a
They're
guest for
special,
next
though.
week. Special guest. We actually have a whole lineup. You know, I've been checking my phone because
We've
I'm just going through my notes, and we have some good guest names on here. We have some guys that own their own businesses. A lot of them actually own their own businesses. We have a golf pro on there that is the oldest person to pass the playing ability test. So Drew, he may be able to give you some pointers.
Yeah.
I may be the.
You
I
may take
I
over.
may take over. So
Yeah, it's
you
the
know
oldest
what?
Yeah,
new
we've got a guy that's older than all of
How
us.
old
Who
is
probably
that
hits
guy?
it.
He's got it.
How old's
got
that guy?
How
I don't
old
know.
was
I
he
don't.
when he passed it.
I don't know
Well,
the
no,
actual
stop.
age,
No, we
but
can't say
Drew's
that.
getting
We gotta let him tell us that.
Every time,
So-
every time I play him one, somebody's like, "Yeah, I know a guy that took it 21 times before he did it." And I'm like,
You?
"Why are you telling me this?
Is
Why
that
are you telling
Is
me?"
he,
No,
is he talking about you?
For hope, you know.
I've only taken it 3 years. 3 years I've been taking it, so there's no way I've done
Yo,
it.
guess what? We're gonna after this podcast, we're gonna give you a quick lesson, and I'll tell you right now is I might even caddy for you.
Well, here's the thing.
I'll wash your balls.
I can't stand when someone grabs my club and hits it better than me, even especially a righty. So you guys are kind of on my like.
Are you talking about me?
I
He
did. I
looked
did. You know,
good.
I did see Drew. Drew
Both
got
of you-
so butthurt earlier. Like it was funny.
I mean, he's hitting it
Anthony-
25 yards further than me, and he's not even swinging it. And I'm just.
I'm a righty, and I hit it. I could swing lefty, and I outdrove.
Did your
But
dad?
I think-
Did your dad make you hit with blades lefty?
No,
Also,
no.
But that's the thing about good golfers. There are most good golfers can play both sides.
So I actually did it because I was behind a tree once and I couldn't hit it. So I said, screw it, I'm gonna learn how to play lefty. So I took a sand wedge, flipped it upside down, and just learned how to advance it like 40 yards.
All right, Phil.
No.
Mikey and I were talking one day about playing a full round lefty and just
I've done it.
airing it.
I played 9 holes lefty at Glenmore.
Let's do it in air.
I shot 42.
Yeah, we should do a live. We
Did
should.
you really?
I shot 42
All right.
from the I
I'm
couldn't play.
I'm gonna
I couldn't
call
play the-
BS on that one.
No,
That's
I
BS.
played the
Do you play with that?
the
Wait,
women's tees.
do you have
so it
do
was
you have Dynatours?
It's called the forward tees.
yes,
Sir?
I played the forward tees. I shot 42. I made a couple. I made 2 doubles. I
Did you
have a
putt lefty
scorecard
also?
somewhere. Yes.
I'm pretty sure he just had a hybrid and he just bunted the hybrid around the whole time.
Do you have Dynatours when you?
No, I had these super like game improvement irons that one of the members actually at the club I was working at gave me.
Were they ladies?
Yeah, they
No,
sell
they
that
were
when
like
they-
hybrid irons.
Were they weighted? Like
They were
like,
F2.
I don't even know. I have them at my house if you want to see them. I have a whole set of lefty clubs. My dad actually asked
See,
me,
that's
"Whose
another
lefty
reason.
club
Like,
is this?"
come on, why do you have a set of lefty clubs? Like, you're a great player with right-handed. Why do you have a set? I don't have a set of righty clubs in my house.
Well, because when I got done playing, I was so burnt out. I had to go do something, so I decided to play golf lefty. It was right, like kind of at the end of COVID.
Well, hey, if your right knee, shits the bed, you could just.
no, I'm not gonna lie. It actually kind of hurt my right knee more because you're pulsing up on it. But
I'm gonna kick
that's
your
a different
bag
story.
over here when this thing's done because I'm tired of hearing about how good you are left-handed. Your bag is definitely gonna rattle here in a minute.
I hope at least if you break something, you pay for it.
Oh, Drew, this is great. All right, so we're gonna have so some of the guests that we have lined up here. We have golf pros, we have real estate investors, we have golf course owners, we have former golf pros, we have new golf pros, we have I see on this list PGA Tour player. Okay, that should be fun. So we have some good stuff lined up here. We're gonna get this going. You're gonna see this weekly. So I don't know if we're going to do it every Tuesday. Our co-manager or our manager of this podcast doesn't like Tuesdays. Busy day for him, so we're going to have to probably switch it to another day. But we're going to be doing this weekly moving forward. You may see all four of us plus a guest, or you may see 2 or 3 of us plus a guest. Just really depends on our schedule. That's why there's the 4 of us up here on this panel. So
And fans out there, let them know that I need to be here every week.
Yeah.
Drew will be here every week. That is for darn sure. He will be here for sure. It's other, some other of us, we have our own businesses that we run here. So, we may have to skip it for that. Especially Tyler. He's the busiest guy I know. This would have happened like 2 months ago if it wasn't for Tyler. You guys know this, right? And Anthony,
No, I made it happen tonight, though.
You did make it happen tonight.
So,
Tyler, thank you so much.
Yeah,
'cause
you
to
guys
be
are
honest,
welcome.
I definitely would not have been on this panel if it wasn't for you.
yeah.
So I appreciate
Because
that.
we would have started already.
Yeah, we would have started already, and he wouldn't have been. There's
Well,
no add-ons from here on forward. There's
I'm
no
happy.
add-ons.
No,
There's
it's-
only guests.
it's
Only
us
guests.
four.
I told Mikey something didn't feel right, and we just got away.
Was it your tight
So-
shirt?
It was.
I've been waiting all show to say something about his medium shirt.
Shout out to
He
that
really
time.
is.
Shout out to that time.
He really is.
It's an XL, dude.
Okay, yeah, from the kids section.
I'm trying to be proper. He's wearing a sandbagger shirt. You're wearing, you look like Marky Wahlberg over there.
Thank
And Drew's proper too. But
He does not look like Mark Wahlberg.
but Drew has his top buttons.
Shout out.
I-
Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, this is every golf shirt that I wear. It's always top button.
The Bubba button.
What's up with the top button?
I feel comfortable that.
Yo, I do. I
Doesn't
do
choke
top
you?
button too.
No.
I do top button too. Have you
Like it
not-
chokes
No,
me.
it doesn't
I
choke me
can't do it.
because I'm not doing
How'd you
anything
not
like.
know I do top button?
What's that?
How'd you not know I do top button?
No, you don't, do you?
So
It's
again,
because you guys
so
are
we
too
got-
busy making out.
Dude,
10,000. That's
Dude, no, usually all your buttons are undone.
Post round. Yeah.
And that's where we ended.
that's where we're gonna end.
All
it,
right,
guys.
that's a wrap, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for joining in.